All right. You have to excuse the video. Got a light out, or at least it's not working right now. I haven't made a video in a while. Been working a bunch. So, and you also have to excuse possibly the echo. I don't have insulation on the walls in here. Yeah, so today I'm going to be replacing this intake. I finally messed around and got me a really nice, really pricey intake, and a buddy of mine owns a dyno, so we know the number for with this on. And this pipe, this exhaust is actually going to be getting changed pretty soon too. But like I was saying, I know the numbers for this motor with this intake and this pipe, so I'm going to put this new intake on, and then I'll change the pipe and then report back with the new numbers from the dyno, which the bike as it sits right now with this motor in it, which is a stock 80-inch Evo, as far as I know it is. It's the second motor I put in this bike. This motor, Andrews EV27 cam, Cobra Power Pro HP 2-in-1, and the Arling Ness Big Sucker intake, which I don't have the cover on it right now because I was actually in the process of taking it off, and I decided to make a video real quick. And y'all excuse my hair. I'm working nights, so I don't really pay much attention to my wardrobe when I'm working nights. But yeah, with this motor, this exhaust, this intake, the CV40 jetted 99% correct. The bike made 87 foot-pounds of torque and 78 horsepower with stock compression, 80-inch Evo, Andrews EV27, this exhaust, and this intake. So I will be, going back over those numbers after we do this intake swap and stuff like that. So without any other pauses or BS, let's just go ahead and get to it. I mean, it's a pretty simple install. It's a couple of bolts. I actually have one of the standoffs broke off inside the carburetor because they were brass, which is new to me. I was assuming they would have been like a steel or some type of aluminum or something, but they weren't. So yeah. Other than that, hope everybody's doing good. Everybody's healthy. Yeah. And for people wondering, I did get rid of my Vaquero, which I miss immensely. I miss it every day. It was probably hands down the best riding motorcycle I've ever, thrown a leg across. It wasn't the most modern bike because, Kawasaki was a little behind the curve on it as far as, the infotainment stuff, but I mean, it had cruise control. It had, it had some decent amenities, which weren't bad at all. Oh, that's not the right size. Okay. So yeah, but this is what I was talking about. I have one of these. You see how the threads just stop and it breaks right there. yeah, that's where it broke off inside the carburetor, and kind of sucks. I did email JP Cycles, where I bought this from. I did email them, and they had zero issues sending me a full refund for the price, because you know it's not supposed to do that. And so yeah. And also, the intake I'm going with is technically made for a twin cam. And of course, this is the Evo, so the breather bolts are a little bit different. One of them's a 1/2 by 13. The other is going to be a 3/8 by 24, which is this. It's quite a bit smaller than your 1/2 by 13, but they send you these things. Man, let me see if I can get this light working. Oh, look at that. All right. But they send you these things. It is a thread reducer. It's almost like one of those thread repair things. But it goes from the 1/2 inch to the 3/8 that's needed. I won't be using them, as the intake that's on the bike already is from a twin cam. So I already have some threaded reducers in it. Oh, that's got the right size. But on some good notes, you know, I ended up getting a lift, a motorcycle lift. It's one of the Harbor Freight ones. Got it on sale for like it was like $4.80 out the door. And man, I couldn't be happier with it. A lot of people complain, oh, you gotta pedal, oh, you gotta push, you gotta jack it up with your foot, I want to air one, blah, blah, blah. If you're not working on a motorcycle for a living, then you don't. Oh, what was that? Oh, that was the that's good. Put it back so. Oh shit. Alright. Yeah, if you aren't working on a motorcycle for a living, you don't need one of those expensive you know, it's nothing special. Definitely does the job. I suck with cameras, sorry. I also got a little bit nicer of a toolbox. I'm a bit of a cheap ass when it comes to certain things, and I found this one on Marketplace for a hell of a deal. Paid $150 for it. Didn't seem like a deal I should have passed up, so I didn't. I know I'm rambling, and I apologize. Things have just been real hectic, work-wise and stuff like that, so I have just been missing out on videos. I've actually gone on a few rides that I didn't really get to record because I was having camera issues. Yeah. Trying to get this protective film off of here. Alright, very nice. So, I usually, as y'all seen on my channel, I've usually taken a bike out on a ride. I'll do a little quick walk around of it and stuff like that. I haven't done that with this one. I haven't had time, but I will give you a little rundown on it since it's the newer bike. I know I've been through a few here in the last little bit. I've got a brake leak. I've got a cracked master cylinder, by the way. So that'll go right there. I bought it a few months back. It's a 1998 Electric Glide Standard. It's Evo powered, 80-inch Evo. 5-speed trans, no cruise control. Did come with the bars. I mean, it was in pretty rough shape when I got it. It needed saddlebags. The paint was really, really bad. I've spent quite a bit of time doing some paint correction. I haven't gotten it perfect, but it's pretty good. I ended up having to put a motor in it. I rode it. I made about a 60-mile, 70-mile ride in it, and the motor that was in it started making a lot of noise from the front cylinder. So I made the decision just put a motor in it. Found a motor for a good price with low miles, and picked that up and put it in it. And, I've done a few things to it. Put 6.5s up here. I have 6x9s here. It's got an 18-inch air striker front wheel off of a newer model Street Glide. It's got that 2001 and up dual piston or 4-piston, whatever they're called, calipers on it to get away from the single pot. I'm running a true dual brake line setup because that's what I like. Gives a good feel. It has I did put a breakaway throttle lock on it, cruise control, whatever you want to call it. It works really good. Other than that, I am waiting on a new carburetor. This one's got a few issues that we can't get sorted out. Killer Motorcycle Products, Killer something. They have an eBay page, is where I bought the carburetor from. You give them the specs of your bike, you give them your elevation, you give them kind of where you're at in the world, and they get it pretty damn close. And for the price of his car, sent out, ready to go installed, I mean, you can't beat it. So that'll be here soon. It's supposed to ship out today or tomorrow, so that'll be here in a week or so. Yeah, other than that, this is her. I've been putting some miles on this motor. This is only the second Harley I've ever owned. The first one was a Softail, and it vibrated the fillings out of my teeth, basically. This one, I like it a lot better than the Softail. I don't like it more or less than my Vaquero because it does have that classic Harley sound. But my one complaint is at full chat, when you are cruising at 80 miles an hour, this exhaust is it is not something you want to listen to for more than about an hour. And that's my fault for putting this exhaust on. It's not the motorcycle. It's just, that's my fault. Other than that, the seat is amazingly comfortable. This is a Mustang seat. It has a gel insert in it. Yeah. There's that. I mean, that's really it. The bike itself has 69,000 miles on it. I mean, I've gone over pretty much every inch of it. I got to put wheel bearings in the front wheel soon because it's needing them. But other than that, I mean, the bike is solid. For what I paid for it, I got a hell of a deal. I paid right at $3,500 for this bike. It was running, it was riding. And I mean, a $3,500 Harley, expect to put some work into it. And also, I'm sorry y'all can't see me that well. It's just the angle that my camera is set up, my phone is set up on. So I just have to bear with me. I'm waiting on a new Insta360 to show up. So once that happens, I'll have a little bit better quality of a video, and I'll probably start posting more once I get a little bit better of a camera situation going on. It's just, you know. So anyway, let's continue doing what we were doing. So, I say you gotta test fit a bunch of this stuff. Okay, so that fits there, that fits there. I've got to try and get, those pushed in a little bit farther. Some way, somehow. I don't have my big screwdriver. I don't think this will fit. No. So that doesn't fit. But let me get this figured out and I'll pick y'all back up. Okay. So we got that figured out. Not too bad, not too bad. I couldn't find my big screwdriver that I needed to basically tighten these up. This is those thread adapters. So I just took my trusty old flat wheel and knocked down that little bit that was still stuck out. It's not a big deal. I mean, to me it's not. If you don't like doing those types of things, just remember, this is not an instructional video. This is just me doing dumb shit in my shed. So, alright, put this on there, like so. Wunderbar. And put that in there. I wonder. You know what? Let me try and get this broke brass piece out of here so I can put all 3 bolts in. Because this thing, this new intake that I've got has some health to it, and I really don't want to possibly mess it up. So let's see, where's my easy outs? Also, if y'all must know, I am a fan of Porter Cable tools. Most of my family is Porter Cable, shows Porter Cable love, and I am no different. Porter Cable has been a big part of my family's toolbox for a long time. I don't know if this is going to work. Damn, kind of did work a little bit for a second. Okay. I do apologize, y'all are having to see the pastiness that is my legs. It's laundry day, so everything's in the wash. And I mean, not everything, but y'all know what I mean. Look at that. Oh yeah. Super happy with these little easy outs now. It's the first time using them, and work like a charm. If y'all need to this is the kit. Comes with 3 of them, different sizes. No name brand. I don't remember where I got them. Oh, Titan. It's Titan brand. So I got them at Northern Tool and Supply. Now I've got brass shavings everywhere. Oh. Back to what I was doing. Okay. Putting on this intake. I know there's some people that say, man, you got to put Loctite. No, I don't use Loctite on screws that go into a carburetor. It's just bad practice, if you want to know my personal opinion. But if you want to know my opinion on Loctite, blue on non-critical, red on everything else. If you've got a doubt, put red on it. If it's something that comes apart pretty often, put blue on it. Yeah, so that's my personal opinion. Take it as you will. It's a grain of salt. Okay. Now to put these on big side. Ooh, excuse me. Where did I put my extension? Telling you, I'd lose my mind if my head wasn't attached. I'd lose it. When you tighten up, bolts like this, the ones that go into the head. I have seen people that just barrel down on one side and then go to tighten the other side. That is how you bend and really do a good job on your intake seals. So also, I have tennis elbow, and that little bit has my arm in pain, man. You need an extremely shallow, like, I honestly need to take the grinder to the end of this dude, but is it touching? Nope. Soon to be though. All right, that is tight. Next part is these right here. I wish I could get y'all closer, but it's just I don't have nowhere to mount it without it being right up into business. Oh yeah, it fits good. It's a nice fit. I like that. Nice and tight and sealed. That's how it's supposed to be. You pay for quality, I guess. That Arlen Ness big sucker, while it was a good intake, the fit and finish is just not there. It is not worth what they charge for them by any means. I was not impressed with it. Hell, I'm not even sure it's a real one. It came in a box that said big sucker intake, and I honestly think I don't think that they make their own stuff, because and it just didn't look good. It was very poor quality. It's cast aluminum. Yeah, I don't know. I'm ranting a little bit. My apologies. And then this goes there, like so. And this is the fun part. Having to put all this shit on with the air filter. So I'm gonna do it like so. This one. Oh, that doesn't fit. I deeply apologize for all the noise I'm making. I drop tools and stuff, and it's just how I am. Yeah, we'll do it like this. This will go in here, like so. Alright, there's that part. And then drop the okay. That there. Come see, come saw. One of these. One of these. Okay, now I'll get the rest of them in and started, and then we will continue tightening. And I don't know if y'all can hear it outside, but the weather is horrible. It is, for lack of a better term, it is shit. YouTube's gonna censor me. Ooh. Okay, those are on. Now, okay, that's apparently not the right size Allen, but that's the one I'm using. Because it's close enough. And that is that. That is the new intake on. Let's get y'all a closer look. There it is. Fit and finish. Pretty nice. Pretty happy with it overall. Give y'all a quick little glancy poo of the motorcycle. Oh, my lens is dirty. Oh, so much better. You have to excuse the blood splatter. That's dead bugs. But yeah. Nice little Bluetooth head unit. 6.5's behind here, even though that's a 5 1/4 opening. It does have the adapters. 6x9s right there. I highly recommend DS18 as far as audio goes. I love the way they sound. I mean, it's just what it is. But yeah, that is it's the new bike. Just wanted to give y'all a quick little video. You know, I ain't put one out in a while. And yeah, you know, sorry I ramble. Sorry it's a bunch of random BS coming out of my mouth. But, you know, that is what it is. For all of y'all that decide to watch my video, man, I appreciate it. Thank you. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment. I try to answer, you know, any questions or comments that do pop up. And yeah, stay tuned. I will be putting out more stuff as I get time. So I appreciate it. Thanks.